Yeah.
Get out the insurance cards, get out the copays. The office is open, my friends. Brought to you by drroto.com.
Hey there, everyone, it's Dr. Roto. Get out the insurance cards, get out the copay. The office is open, my friends. Speaking of friends, I have two good ones right here. The Great Swame, Odell Blocker, and Willie Walls. Willie Walls, I hope Santa was good for you for Christmas. Did he hook you up?
Oh yeah, had a great Christmas. It was a blast. It's just good to be with family. Good to be with family. So,
Swami, same for you. I hope Santa was good to you as well, my friend.
Doc, he is Santa. I don't know why he's acting like he don't had a beard on tonight, but that's who it was. He had trouble getting down a few chimneys, I'll tell you that.
He just went right through your front door and said, I'm here. Right? All right. Speaking of being here, the slate will be here in about 2 days. Guys, I tell you, I have some clarity on this slate. I have more clarity on this slate than I think I've had in weeks. So let's get it started. Let's kick it off. Cardinals, Bengals. Willie, there's no way that I don't have Joe Burrow going to Jamar Chase in any lineup that I do. I take that back. If I do 3 lineups, which I'll do, they will be in 2 of my 3. I may throw T. Higgins in. I may just do an onslaught. I may bring it back with McBride. I love Joe Burrow this week. Agree or not?
No, a great play this week. But you know how things work. Every time when you think it's going to go that way, it happens another way. But listen, Brissett's a great play this game. How many people are going to play Chase Brown at that price? That they made Chase Brown, even though he's still a play, going against them. You could play anybody that you want to play in this game right here. This game is playable. You go back to him because McBride was McAss last week. You go back to McBride, so you got it's a great way to play this game. But this game will be owned by everybody. So you gotta play it a little differently if you're trying to take down a tournament. But definitely, this game has pieces that everybody's going to like in here.
So just to follow up, what's different? Give me a different move in this game.
If you wanted to do something, if you wanted to play Brown, not many people own Brown this week because of the price point where he is.
He had 3 touchdowns last week. It's not like this guy, nobody knows him.
Yeah, but what's his price?
I knew you were going to ask me that.
7,400.
You playing him at 7,400?
I would play him at 7,400, but a lot of people look at the price. It's a sticker shock to some people. He's been in the 5,900s to 6,000s. Now he's 7,400. You understand what I'm saying? So, and then that's another great point about when Higgins plays. Sometimes he eats from Chase. Higgins can eat from Chase. Everybody would be on Chase. When is Chase last bonanza game he had?
You know when it's going to be? It's going to be Sunday, December 28th.
Okay.
That's the bonanza day. Swami, tell me I'm wrong. Please, I beg you.
I can't, Doc. I can't, especially not on the slate. I'm not sure what he's talking about. He's not only just cold, he's freezing. And it's starting to maybe affect his brain a little bit. I don't know what he's talking about Chase not being a player. You can't afford him.
I didn't say you can't play him. I never said that. Did that come out of my mouth? That's you putting words in my mouth, sir. I said Chase was a play. But what I'm saying is every time you think it's going to go one way, it could go another way. That's all.
I think Shaq said it best. It goes 1, 2, and back to Doc. It's not 1 and then back to 1. You'll get your chance to rebuttal, sir. Anyway, so Doc, I think it's a great play, especially on this slate. The slate is chopped up this week. We had to suffer through whatever that was on Thursday. And I'm telling you, it's just not a lot to pay up for. You got JSN, you got Chase. I think you can get them both into a lineup this week, especially when you can pay down at a couple other positions. We'll talk about as it go along. And if nothing else, even if he don't go off and have that 30 or 40 point Chase game, even being between 20 and 30, I think it's still a good play on this slate. Love it, Doc.
Are we chasing points with Chase Brown? I'm not saying Willie's wrong by being different, right? Because Burrow to Chase, Burrow to Higgins feels right. Chase Brown is contrarian, but it's how owned do you think he gets? Do you think he gets to 15%, higher or lower?
Chase just had the 32, right? We know he had all of the touchdowns that pushed him up. But if you look back last 8 games, second half of the season, he's right at 19, 18 points every game. It's a straight line of his productivity. And so again, I'm not sure what Willie's talking about. Sometimes you expect the price to go up when people are being productive. And Brown is being productive. This offense is in a good spot this week. He's a man of interest. I would not take him out of my player pool. No.
All right. On the other side, the question is about the Cardinals. Look, there's been no worse team in this past decade against tight ends, than Cincinnati. McBride was McAss, as Willie said. He was kind of the McRib, which is kind of the McAss of McDonald's, if you know what I mean. I'm telling you here, how am I not putting McBride in lineups? Willie, talk to me. How am I not doing it?
Oh, he's a great play this week. McBride is a great play this week, but you do have a salary cap. You got to remember that. Then you're going to have some other tight ends at a lesser price that could be a man of interest. So we got to remember, we got to fit this. We got to fit this in. So we're playing Burrow, and you can't play McBride, and that's all your money.
So let me ask you a question. This is important for both of you guys. If I told you that Trey McBride was going to score 22 points, do you have him in your lineups? Yes or no, Willie?
No, not at 22. He's got to give me more than that.
Swami's 22 enough.
Yes.
So 8 for 70 and a touchdown.
Yes, but you got to look at the rest of the slate. It's going to be a gap between him and those other guys. There's not a lot of folks who going to be able to put up even 20 points this week, and he still has the possibility to put up 30.
See, I agree with that, Willie, because you don't have Bowers anymore, right? That guy's done. Fannin is injured as well. The other guy that I really like is, and we'll get to it, I love me some Hunter Henry this week. Love Hunter Henry this week.
Oh, when did Fannin get hurt?
I think my son, actually, little Roto told me he did.
He's still expecting to play. He had a groin injury.
Correct.
Oh, my gosh. Man, I got to get him out of my life. God, dog, man. I mean, these injuries.
I didn't say he's out for sure.
No,
I'm just saying that he had a groin thing that popped up today. You never liked the groin thing.
No, he's got to go. I am not playing nobody with a groin.
He intends to play Sunday, but you say the word groin to me 2 days before.
No.
I'm out. I'm out.
I didn't know about his groin. Oh, my gosh. Got him in 2 championship games. I got to take him out. I got to find somebody else. Man, God. Dog.
All right, let's get to this next game here. Swami, you mentioned it a little bit. Seattle against Carolina. So my 3 favorite receivers against zone coverage: Puka Nacua, Rashee Rice, and JSN. And guess what Carolina plays? Oh, cover 3. Hello, friend. Plus, Sam Darnold can make a whole lot of money if he gets, either 279 or 297 yards, 4 touchdowns, completion percentage. This guy could be my rich friend. Is Darnold to JSN something I need, or I just need JSN and nothing else?
No, I'm not mad if you said you wanted to go with Mr. Darnold, but I think you need JSN. I think, again, you're talking about having a ceiling guy in there. Him and Chase could go nuts. If you can put them both in the lineup, you're cooking with Crisco. I'm telling you right now, especially on this slate, is a huge gap. I agree with Willie when he said that when you're trying to get McBride in the lineup, it's going to start to get a little tight. That is true. But I think we got some options if we wanted to probably go with something like that, where we paid up for the 2 receivers and the tight end, or paid up for a 1 receiver and a tight end. I think you can still put together a decent lineup. But I definitely think you want JSN in most of your lineups.
Willie, if you have 20 lineups, how many will JSN be in?
Be in about 10.
Okay. Anybody else in this game?
Not really, because I think Carolina's been scrappy. So I'm not going to go to Donald in this game. That's going to be a no thank you on that one. Carolina.
I think McMillan and Walker are interesting.
What about the Carolina defense at 2,100?
I think they're very interested at 2,100. I would gladly punt to them on this slate. No question.
Will you agree with that?
Yeah, I mean, that's why I'm not. I mean, I know that's why JSN is just going to be in about 10 lineups. What I'm saying is that Carolina at home plays scrappy. That's all. When they play at home, they play scrappy. I know, and Darnold won't be in one lineup. I can tell you that right now. He won't be in one.
He won't be in one.
No.
Okay. I don't disagree. All right. Let's go to this next one. This you want to talk about gross games. This one's got Groche written all over it. Pittsburgh against Cleveland. There is a very good chance if Baltimore loses, Swami, I'm sorry to say this, to Green Bay, Pittsburgh doesn't need the game. Who knows who they'll play? Maybe Gainwell, maybe not. Fannin. We don't know if Sampson's playing. Willie, is this game a no stank you?
And no thank you, no thank you, TANK. This is ass of the milk and milk of the ass. No thank you.
How about one of the defenses?
Yeah, I mean, Pittsburgh's defense is a man of interest in this game. And Cleveland's defense might, listen, let me tell you something. Without Metcalf opening things up, you know, I'm just saying, I don't know what Cleveland's defense is, but man, and they've been playing assy too. But I'm just saying, you know, if Rodgers got this clinched, why are you gonna put that old man out there to have him get sacked? You know what I mean? I mean, I wouldn't be playing him long.
By the way, do you know the crazy thing here? And no, you did not miss that yet, Chris. It's coming at some point in the show. Get a load of this. If Aaron Rodgers doesn't play for some reason because they don't want him to get hurt, do you know that Myles Garrett will be sacking Mason Rudolph for his stack lead? That's pretty cool.
Listen, he has had a great year this year. I mean, listen, he is a monster. He deserves every bit of money that he gets. Especially
he deserves every penny. I love Brenton Strange, by the way, if Fannon's out. Myles Garrett, I just feel like he's like Charles Barkley to me. Great player, teams that weren't ever going to go anywhere, never going to win something. He's like Ernie Banks. You know, it's a shame.
But what's fantastic is how hard it is to get that many sacks on a team that is losing. Right. That's a little bit different than some of these other teams. Strahan and even some of these other guys who we know have been fantastic. I mean, it's real hard to do on a bad team.
Swami, did you watch that game? I don't know how old you are, but did you watch that game when Strahan got the sack?
It was awful.
He ran right into Brett Favre, who fell. Please, terrible. Let the dude earn it.
Yeah.
Doc, not to put myself on any years, but I cried at the catch.
Okay, there you go. There you go. But I mean, there was a lot of things going on. I mean, did you see that he got a half sack last week when Mason Graham touched him first?
Yeah.
That was crazy too.
Yeah.
Crazy. All right, here's an interesting one, guys. Saints Titans. Who would have ever thought this could be an interesting game, Swami? But listen, Tyler Shuck has been good. Tennessee, you can't run on, but you can throw on them. Juwan Johnson's in play. Chris Olave is in play. I don't think this is a Taysom Hill week to me like last week really was, but I can make an argument for him. On the other side, Cam Ward is playing much better. You got a bunch of Tony Pollard is playing like amazing football recently. Do you like this game?
I like this game. I like the Saints side. I've been playing the Saints side. I actually eliminated Willie from the playoffs last week with the Saints defense. So I've been playing them. I've been playing Tyler. Y'all know I've been locking in Olave, and the combination is working well. His price still hasn't gone up too much. Willie was saying, why they raise his price over this price? And I said, it's because of the team they playing. The same thing this week. I think they're going to do well. They're on a roll. They're playing for pride at this point. Some folks are playing for jobs. And I think he's trying to make a case that, hey, I might be your guy. I might be your starter going in the next season. And you can't say he's wrong. They're beating some teams that compete. And there's a lot of reasons to like the Saints side of the ball. On the other side, I think they're playing better as well. Something between the offensive line and Pollard. Somebody got a message, a note. Somebody had a conversation with somebody, because now they're starting to get it, and they're making the entire offense look better because they're able to run the ball. And then you see what Cam Ward is able to do when they got a little bit of balance. So I like the game. I like Pollard. Chris Olave is probably a lock. Tyler's right behind that. I'm very interested in Juwan Johnson. And you could probably look at AO at 3,600, but I think I like Pollard a lot.
Willie, I'm with Swami. I think this is this sneaky game, and maybe it's not even sneaky anymore. But Shuck at 5,200, he's the best of the cheap quarterbacks.
Listen, Shuck is well. We've been on Shuck before that guy down there got on him, because we've been on Shuck for a long time, and their offense looks good. When you look at it on tape, Olave's a guy, especially when Vele out, that really gets every target to Olave. He was already getting targets. So that's the great thing about Olave. He was already getting them before. He just wasn't getting the production. Now, everything has regressed in him now getting the production. And you end up in a past tunnel, game playing Tennessee. Because you don't run on Tennessee. That's one thing I'm going to say. Tennessee is not, and plus, listen, they went away from the run last game. What is the weather going to be in this game? Is the weather good in Tennessee? Do you know what the weather is? Because it's an outdoor team. What's the weather?
I don't know. I can check for you.
Yeah, can you check that? Just check that weather thing.
The weather is good. 60 degrees, partly sunny skies.
Oh, that's like they they home then. Because if you had it in the 30s and you got a dome team going out there, then I'm going to be a little, because you saw that Bengals Ravens game. That game was in the teens, and that game played like the teens. But listen, Olave is a great play. I mean, listen.
75 degrees.
Yes, sir. And Taysom Hill, I do like Taysom Hill too. I like Taysom Hill and Juwan. I like them both. And Swami had a lineup that he put in the lineup there. He played both of them at the same
Why
time.
do you give me a guy who was good last week? I want a guy who's good this week. You're not going back to Taysom Hill this week. You're not.
But Doc,
You're not.
At 2,700, and he had like 14 or 15 touches.
Right, but my point is, I don't want to chase last week's points. Taysom Hill, our job is to be on this week's guy, and I'm not saying that Hill's a bad start, but he's not doing what he did last week.
But listen, at 2,700, listen what I'm saying. I'm not saying he's a core, but you could throw him in a lineup to make a lineup work.
20 lineups. How many is he in?
2.
For me, Doc, here, Charlotte.
I said 2, but I'm just saying. I mean, I'm very interested in Johnson. I mean, Johnson is the guy that.
Thank you. That's what I like to hear. That's looking forward.
But I'm just letting you know what that guy in the bottom he put. That's his first line to put him. He had a double tight end slot with those two.
But he's talking about suck. When you was on Shuck, he sucked. When I got on the guy, he was
whatever.
rolling.
I've been on Suck has done well. So you can listen. You get
we were on Shuck when his name was Suck. Now that he's good,
Exactly.
you're on him.
No, but now
exactly.
I'm gonna disagree on that running back because Tennessee spreads it out. No, thank you. I'm not playing nobody on that site. It was a direct split between Spears and no, thank you. I'm not touching that game on the running backs. Not when I got other running backs that I go to these getting it all.
What are you? You know how many carries Pollard been having?
I understand, but they both had the same amount. I said not in this game if they're gonna be behind, which I think they're gonna be behind. I got no
last 3 games. He's averaging 20 carries.
I understand. I understand.
20.
Are they winning this game or who's winning this game? Who do you got winning this game?
I got
That's a good question. I think Tennessee wins this game.
I think the Saints win.
I got the Saints. I like the Saints. I think the Saints defense has played well. I think the Saints are just they're getting better as a team, and you can see it in the locker room after the game.
It's because Shuck is he's playing better than Ward right now, so I'm going with that.
Do you know how old Tyler Shuck is?
26, right? 25?
26 years old.
Yeah.
He was in college for like 17 years. Seriously. You know how there's always one dude in college who's around for like 28 semesters?
Yeah, that means he played. That means he got like 40 or 50 starts. That's why he's ready to go. Yep.
Yeah, it's true. All right, here's a really good game, guys. Jacksonville, Indianapolis. If Brock Purdy had another 2 quarters, he might have thrown another 5 touchdowns, Swami. I mean, that was just like crazy. And I got to give credit where credit's due. Trevor Lawrence, to me, was this close from losing that job, and now he looks like the most improved quarterback of the year. The last month, this guy's throwing BBs out there. Is Trevor Lawrence going to, let's say, Myers and Strange, Myers and Thomas, ETN? I think Myers needs to be in there. I'm not playing Parker Washington. No matter what Willie tells me, I'm not playing Parker Washington. You know what I'm saying? Do you like Lawrence this week?
I I like Lawrence, Doc. I think he's in a good matchup. I think he's playing well. And we seen what the Colts gave up last week to Purdy. They are having all types of trouble. They're not the same team without Daniel Jones. Phillip Rivers looks good, but they're just not the same offense. Obviously, we had Taylor being the MVP. He's been the ass VP the last 4 or 5 weeks. No, thank you. But I tell you who Rivers um may go to this week, it might be Michael Pittman. Something tells me they've had a couple of weeks to work together. I know that, everybody still likes Pierce. I'm not saying he's a bad play, but it's something that's interesting about Pittman this week. But as far as the other side of the ball, Trevor Lawrence is rolling. I think, Doc, you say leaning forward a little bit. Maybe it's time for a Brian Thomas sign, maybe even Strange. I definitely stand away from Parker Washington. But Jacoby, I think, has been getting a lot of it, and I feel like Brian could be in a good spot.
Willie, Swami passed over Jonathan Taylor. We passed over the running backs. Are ETN and Jonathan Taylor the guys in this game, or do you prefer the passing?
No, I'm going to tell you why. Well, you got to understand that ever since he's become quarterback, they're in shotgun 96% of the time. Okay? Taylor got most of his stuff when they were, behind the center, not in shotgun. And that's why you can't play the tight end no more, because he had a lot of RPOs when he was doing it. So you can't play the tight end is not a play. The guy that you need to get in the lineups that because they play a lot of 11 personnel now. That's guess what that means? That means Mr. Downs is on the field for 87% of the time. So Downs is definitely a man of interest to me in this game. Downs is a guy that I like a lot in this game. He had 9 targets in the last game, and I just think he's throwing a little short dinks and dunks and things of that nature. So and really, that's why you can't play Jonathan Taylor no more. I got to use him in season long. You play him. I got to go down with him, but he sucks. He's not going to get nothing.
There's no holes. There's no running room.
No, it's not. And he's in a shotgun, and like I said, he's in there. And in 86%, come on, 86%. Come on, man. You in shotgun and stuff, man. You can't. You just can't.
That's a terrible feeling right there, Doc, because Jahmyr Gibbs was playing like Marla Gibbs, but I had to go down with this joker and play him anyway.
You play him because if he go off, you'll be mad as hell because you didn't play your stud. But I'm telling you, in DFS, Mr. Taylor won't be in one lineup. Now, the hard thing, Doc, I'm thinking maybe if I'm playing Lawrence, I might play him with Downs going to the other side, because I don't know who the hell Lawrence going to throw it to. He throws it to everybody, and he runs the ball. But he's one of the better quarterback players on the slate, period. He's been balling.
He is. He's been balling. I mean, look, what people always seem to overlook. Do you know how bad Indianapolis has been against opposing tight ends? Really bad. We're not talking Brenton Strange, and I think we should. Guy's been good. George Kittle went 7 for 115 last week.
Strange is definitely in play for sure.
I like him, but I like Kittle's like a big play kind of tight end. I don't know if Strange get those types of looks. He still get the targets, that 7 targets or so, but it's like they're looking for Kittle on like home run, play action type thing.
No, that's true. I mean, Strange is 5 for 50 kind of guy.
Yeah.
All right. Here's an interesting one. Talking about losing your fantasy league. I lost last week because I had Baker to Bucky Irving to Ibuka, and that did me no favors in the semi. And I had Jonathan Taylor on that team. That team looked really great 6 weeks ago. This week it looked like doo-doo. So I'm now playing for 3rd place. I'm really thrilled about that. But what about Tampa against Miami, Swami? Tampa needs to win. There's a very good chance Carolina loses. And Tampa's going to need this game because they want that Week 18 showdown, the game that might actually matter. Can Baker go into Miami and do what he needs to do and win this game? And on the other side, do you like Achane? Do you like Waller? Do you like Waddle?
Like, if it wasn't for the Detroit Lions and the Baltimore Ravens, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers would be the most disappointing team in the league right now. I'm not sure what's going on with them. The fact that you don't feature Bucky Irving, you don't give him the ball, goofy. The fact that I can't even understand how they're losing some of these games, that interception at the end of the game between him and Mike Evans, how do they get that wrong? Doc, you can't make it up. But here's what I could tell you. I like Evans this week. I probably only like Evans on that side of the ball, and it's only because they say try to get him the ball around the goal line, and he's still going to be the guy. He's going to get his targets. But you can't trust anybody in the backfield, including Baker Mayfield. And as far as the other side of the ball, I think I've seen all I needed to see against. I mean, he looked more like Ewers. And I said, yeah, he played a decent little bit, but just not enough. Him and Waller, they didn't do enough. Waller's still a man of interest from a matchup perspective, but I don't like it. No, thank you. I'm going to let Walls have that one.
Willie Permar thinks Achan smashes. Do you think Achan smashes?
Listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. With Skewer or Sewer in the lineup, I think that just messes up everything. And it's a no thank you on that. And I got him in championship rosters, man. I got to play him. I got no choice. But I'm just saying, I'm not gonna go to that. I can't do it. And you know what? This will be the type of game. Just like I told you last week, how that I didn't know how that Jacksonville game was gonna go off. And that won everybody the money. This was Baker, because Miami's been getting killed against the pass a few weeks. So this could be a game. If Baker can't do it in this game, I'm not playing him. But if he can't do it this game, he ain't gonna do it because they've been looking bad. The only one I got interest is in Evans. I cannot play Irvin. And it's just. You're just pissed off because they got 3 running backs, 3 situations, a goal line back, another back you put in for the pass, and then you got Bucky Irvin.
So to go to Willie's point, guys, there are certain players who are predicted to throw 2 touchdowns, okay? This week, Brady Cook is 1. Trevor Lawrence right now is 2. Baker Mayfield, even though it's not as heavily favored, is 3. And so far, and Joe Burrow is 4. Those 4 guys are the ones that Vegas thinks throw 2 touchdowns. Baker Mayfield, Vegas likes just a little bit.
For Brady Cook, you got a better chance of James Cook in 3 games.
I didn't say Brady Cook. I said Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield. I'm sorry, Baker Mayfield.
You just said
wait. Joe Burrow, Baker Mayfield, Trevor Lawrence, and Drake May. Those are the 4.
Okay, but you said.
I was going through it, and I said not Brady Cook. He was only.
I almost jumped out of my chair.
Drake May, Burrow, Baker, and Lawrence are the 4 predicted to go over to throw 2 touchdowns or more.
I'm not mad at that, but I want to add 2. I think Suck is in a decent spot, even though folks aren't they're counting him out because he is balling.
He is plus 136 to throw 2.
I think I got to play that.
That's not bad. And then if the Ravens lose, like I think we all think they will without Lamar, then it's a chance that Sanders is going against the practice squad, and I think he can throw for 2.
I agree. That's the one that I'm watching. And nobody will want to play Judy or any of those guys. They could be interesting because Pittsburgh will be like, I don't even care. Mike Tomlin already has his winning record. All right.
And Brissett. Let's add him in there. I think he can get you 2.
Here's a game, guys, that I'm telling you, I will have this as one of my 3. I promise you. The Patriots against the Jets. And I'm not just going to play this game. I'm going to onslaught this game. I'm going to go May, Stevenson, Diggs, Henry, and I'll figure it out from there. Why? Because Matt Collins is out. Booty's out. Diggs needs certain incentive packages to happen. I think it's like 4 catches, 131 yards. Hunter Henry, the same thing. If he gets like 8 catches, 3 catches, he gets paid. 8 catches, he gets paid. There's no way Travion is playing. 0 way. I promise you he's not playing. I think the Jets let up 40 this week, Willie. I'm playing a team with all 4 of those guys in it. Lock it in.
Okay, and I don't mind your plays, but is there going to be a fight back from the Jets side of things?
No. 0.
So what I'm saying to you now, I love Diggs. Diggs in this game is great because they got injuries. with Hollins out, because they think they trust that rookie that gets, what's that rookie name? They don't trust
Williams.
They don't trust him for blocking. So Diggs is definitely a man of interest in this game. But an onslaught, if you want to play all of them, I don't know if I'm playing an onslaught when I don't have a team fighting back, and I think Drake May could be sipping on some coolers, in the middle of the third quarter.
You think they're taking him on the third quarter? I think he's this is funny here. If Brady Cook throws those 2 tutties, there will be, but he won't be. He will.
I'm just saying. I mean, I love the play. I love May. I got May in 2 championship teams, but what I'm saying is, I'm hoping they get it by the pass. And
They'll have 35 by the end of the third quarter. 5 touchdowns. They're going to score every time they touch the ball.
I hope so.
Talk me out of it. Talk me off the ledge.
I can't, Doc, because I still think even in the blowout, like you said, I think they could get there. I think May could have 4 touchdowns in the first half.
Please let him have 4. Please.
I think he got 4 in the first half. I think they could also, because of turnovers and short fields and stuff like that. And then I also think that they could, somebody's going to be running that ball in the second half, even if that's the case. So I like, Stevenson might want to show out. If May gets his guys what they need early, he's just hitting Diggs and hitting Henry back and forth. They light it out. They could still be out of the game early, but I think they can get what they need early as well. The Jets they aren't putting up a fight at all. Look what the Saints was able to do at the tight end and wide receiver 1 position last week. The Saints couldn't necessarily run the ball, but they did with Hill, but we know that's not, what the Saints doing right now.
So Crack Rock is a guy I know, and he has insider information with the Kraft family and the Vikings ownership. And Crack Rock has already said that Kraft is like, we're not playing Travion this week. Don't even think about it.
Thank you.
But they got no reason to play him.
I agree. Why?
Why would you play him? Get ready for the playoffs. And this is a playoff that's wide open right now.
Yeah, it is.
And look, if I'm the Patriots, I want to win the AFC East. I'm trying to win the AFC East. Keep Buffalo buried, make Buffalo travel.
They could put Walls in that backfield. They're going to win that game.
It's true. All right, let's get to the 4 o'clock slate. First of all, there's only 2 games. So let's talk about the no stank you game, except for one thing.
I'm going to disagree if that game. Which game are you talking about? That's a no stank.
Just hear me out.
There's only one.
The Fernando Mendoza Bowl.
Right.
Okay? Now, Max Crosby is out. I don't know if you saw that. Brock Bowers is out. The Raiders obviously do not want to win this game. They want the number 1 pick. So Ashton Genty should be in play. Trey Tucker should be in play. Michael Mayer should be in play. But are they really going to want to throw the ball and do well when you're obviously taking out your best 2 players? Tell me, Willie. I'm a little confused.
No, I'm not. I think this game has some value plays from Slayton to Mayer to Tucker's one of my favorite receivers on the state, especially with no Bowers when he gets to 27%. And the Giants give up deep balls, and that's what he does. And listen, Geno, this is going to be his last 2 games he's playing, period, with this team. They'll be going somewhere else next year. I think Geno want to start. Geno is a man of interest to me in this game, and so is Dart on the other side. I think
Dart only threw the ball 13 times last week.
They played Minnesota. Did you see what Minnesota did to Detroit? They've been destroying quarterbacks.
You're saying this week they're going to let Dart throw?
Yes.
They don't want to win. Neither of these teams want to win.
Listen, that coach don't give a damn. They're gonna let Dart throw this game. I like Dart. What is Dart's price? What is his price?
$5,400.
So you're going to go Dart to Wandale?
No, I don't want Wandale. I want Slayton. Slayton is his guy.
You want Tyrone Tracy?
Tyrone Tracy doesn't play this game. They all didn't play this game. I mean, this game could be the game that can win you the $1 million right here in this game right here. And and I know you're laughing about it, but I'm just telling you, this game right here, I think Geno's in play. Geno's in play.
I'll tell you what, Willie, I will do the Willie Walls $5 single entry, light my money on fire lineup and I'll stack this game.
I'm just telling you, I think this game has and listen, we're Mayer as a tight end. What is his price point? What is his price?
2,700 or 2,600.
Yeah.
One of the two.
Yeah.
2,500.
Both of the defenses are horrible. So what I'm telling you is this is the game, the type of game that stank game, just like when Geno, I forgot what game it is when Geno went off. I guess it was with Jacksonville. Was it against Jacksonville? I think it was. When Geno threw for like 3 touchdowns, he had a big game. Geno won somebody all the money that game.
Yeah, but do you think Pete Carroll's going to let that happen? Do you think they're going to say Geno throw it?
This is Pete Carroll. Listen, I think Gente and Tucker ain't playing this game. I think Gente is a great play.
Gente is a great matchup. Swami, Willie's trying to convince me because before I just thought to myself, like, if you're not playing Bowers and you're not playing Max Crosby, how much do you want to win? And Max Crosby, I don't think is going to be back next year. He's pissed. Talk to me here, Swami. Are you on Willie's side of the fence or my side of the fence?
Doc, you got 2-2-13 teams. Not just no, Doc, but hell no. Win you $1 million.
Oh yeah, this could be the reason why you could get Chase.
Let me tell you how you can Let me tell you how you can win $1 million with these two teams. You got to go to the stadium and slip and fall and land on one of them. That's the only way. It's not possible. These teams are awful. They're not playing well. They don't care to win. They haven't cared to win all year. They haven't played well in weeks. And the Giants, who've been scrappy a time or two, they still find a way to lose. They'll probably win this game, which they shouldn't, against the Raiders, because they don't need a quarterback. They already got one. So they'll go ahead and let the Raiders, rest in peace, Al Davis. They'll let them get the number 1 seed so they can mess that up again next year. Who cares about this game? I'm with Doc. No, thank you. Let's get on to the only game at 4 o'clock.
The truth is that Raiders, Mayer, Gente, and Tucker are amazing plays. They are. Price-wise, they're amazing plays. I just haven't decided whether or not they're sucker plays.
I don't think, listen, if Gente can run against Houston's defense, which they did. Okay.
He did not. Trevor said it on First Look. This guy had 2 or 3 plays. That's it. That's not having a great game. It was a busted coverage, and he got one nice run.
Yeah, but guess what?
He's not bringing that back.
First of all, you're playing the Giants.
Okay, he's not bringing it back.
I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm saying it feels like. First of all, I can't play Mayer. How many points is Michael Mayer getting?
No, see, I'm not talking about the guy I like is Tucker in this game. I like Tucker.
Okay, how many chances?
See, the exact thing that y'all talk about when you're trying to find the thing of Tucker. Tucker gets a 27% usage rate when Bowers is not on the field and he's not playing. And I just think against the Giants, what do they struggle against? Speed and deep balls, right? And that's what Tucker does. I'm just saying. Listen, I just think Tucker is a receiver that I'm going to play on this slate.
Willie, here's my problem. I'm telling you my problem. Not playing Brock Bowers made sense because Brock Bowers hasn't been right in 6 weeks. Max Crosby, literally 2 or 3 days ago, comes out and says, I don't care about the pick. I want to play football. I love this game. Then all of a sudden his knee hurts and they tell him he's out. And Jay Glazer reports Max Crosby's pissed. That is a team that does not want to win. If they don't want to win, how am I going to win?
I think that this game could be in the 40s, this game. And I think I'm just saying, because I think the Giants, I like Dart.
Is he talking about the weather? He got to be talking about the weather.
No, I like Dart. I like Dart in this game. You got to be
look, Dart could be a good play. The Giants want to win. The Giants want to
win. Minnesota is a team that you don't play no quarterbacks against.
You saying these two teams are going to be in the 40 points each, not combined?
No, I'm talking about combined. The game is going to be in the 40s. Come on, this is one of the. This could be like a 47-point game between these two. That's my whole point. Both defenses are horrible.
This would be offensive.
Swami, you know how you're going to get $1 million in this game? You go to the game, you fall on the stairs, you sue the Raiders, and you sue for $1 million.
That's it. That's the only way.
Okay.
That makes sense.
Look at this next week when we talk next week. That's all I got to say. This
Okay.
game,
I'm not going to hear the end of it, Swami.
I think
Right.
Dart is a play. I love Dart in this game, and I think Slayton is a man of interest in this game to me too.
I'm with you. I like Dart. I do. All right. Last one here is Philadelphia and Buffalo. The game that, look, the NFL puts the game at 425 that they want eyeballs on. Buffalo wants this game. Philadelphia wants this game, Willie. Saquon's in play. Josh Allen might be in play. Got a lot going on here, but I really like Saquon. I'm trying to find him on my lineups. Who else do you like in this game?
Well, I like more on the Philadelphia side. I mean, the Philadelphia's defense is rough to me. So I'm not going to play. I can't play James Cook in this game. Not against Philly. I'm not going to play, but Barkley is my favorite play in this game, period. I think Barkley's a great play. And I think a lot of people not getting the Barkley because they're going to be going to the mid. They're going to be paying up. See, they're going to be paying up at receiver. Both of those spots. So it's going to be hard to get Barkley in this game. But I like Barkley. I think Barkley's a man of interest, and I'm going to have Barkley in a lot of lineups. Now, I can't but I'm just saying, there's not a receiver that I want from Buffalo. Not one.
Right. What about doing Swami, Cook, and Barkley? Just do Cook and Barkley. Can we win with that?
No, Doc. This is going to be the best game probably on the weekend to watch. But I don't think I will play anybody in there from a fantasy perspective. I'm not mad if you guys say you want to go, say, Barkley and Allen or some combination of Allen and Brown. But for me, no, thank you. I'm going to watch every second of this game, but I'm not playing nobody in it.
All right, let's get right to it, Willie. Giving you that $100 bill. Give me the stack.
Give me Dart. Give me his receiver or Slayton, and I run it back with Gente.
All right, Swami, what do you got?
Oh my gosh. Boy, I bet you better put that on some Charmin. I'm going to go with Suck, Olave, and Johnson. I think they are probably the best guys at the best price that I like on the slate. And if I wasn't, then I'm not mad if you did the Joe Burrow with any two of his guys. I'll take that as well. I think that's a tournament. That's a takedown a tournament type of stack. But you can't take them no point stacks, Doc. That's not going to get there.
I like the Burrow one. Yeah. Isaac likes the Eagles. I like the Patriot onslaught. May, like Stevenson, Diggs, Henry, load them up. 45 points. We're good. I'll take my shot. All right, Willie. Cheap bastard play of the week.
Mr. Cheap bastard play of the week. I like Mr. Mayer of the Raiders.
Swami, cheap bastard play of the week.
Doc, as always, Doc, my favorite. I mean, my absolute favorite cheap bastard is right there on that top right of your screen is Willie Bartholomew Walls. But Doc, since he's not available in the player pool this week, I'm gonna go with Michael Pittman. I still think he is. But one more cheap bet. I'm gonna go a little bit cheaper because Pittman was a guy I like this AO guy, 3,600. Something about him in this game.
Who?
It's not a great matchup. It's a Tennessee Titan wide receiver.
AO Manor? AO Manor?
Yeah, he's 3,600 this week. And something about them and Ward that I just think is interesting at home.
No stank on that. They play 70% of the plays. Are you kidding me? No stank. And you're gonna talk about the Raiders and the way they play Tennessee and they spread the ball around. They're spreaders. Please.
By the way, Isaac Kidd has my cheap bastard play of the week. Good job, Isaac. Adam Thielen. Love it. Love that one. Somebody's got to catch a football there.
I get Metcalf is out, but unlike Willie, I don't think he was doing much. Willie talking about he opened things up.
He does. You got to respect when he's there. You got to respect his speed. I mean, it opens the offense up.
Rodgers only throws the tight ends. He hit Metcalf like on occasional up the sideline play.
But the fact that he's in the game makes it different. The fact that he's there, he's still a threat.
That's not Thielen's play. That offense, the way it works, they can run that same offense without Metcalf, and I don't think Thielen's the guy. Maybe Valdez-Scantling, somebody else who runs similar routes that Metcalf ran, but it's not. Adam Thielen runs the same routes as the tight ends.
It doesn't matter, but they have to throw to somebody. And Thielen's like 3,400.
He only throws to the tight ends. He loves the tight ends.
That's true. All right. I need the balls to the walls call from Willie Walls.
Oh, I'm doubling down with the Raiders. Mr. Tucker. Mr. Tucker go for over 100 and a tutty. You want balls?
That's balls. Swami says.
Swami says we got to get him into a rehab facility or something. We got to make sure that they get him all the help that he needs. He needs treatment. I can't believe he said that. I'm going to give you my balls to the walls play. I'm going to go with Shedeur Sanders this week. I think he can throw at home against a Steelers team that may or may not need the game. I think he can throw for 2 or 3 touchdowns this week.
I like that one. Mine is Burrow to Chase could be the thing that if you don't have it, you ain't winning a dollar. Joe Burrow could throw for 380 yards, 4 touchdowns, and Chase is catching 180 and 3. And then you're looking at it going, how did I miss this?
That can't count for a visionary play. Burrow and Chase?
No. It's not just that they're good. It's that they are winning. You are losing without them.
Okay.
Clearly, you have no chance. It's like Jokic last night. You don't have him, you're not cashing. You don't have Burrow and Chase, you're not cashing.
And that game went nuts, though. You could have had
it. That's why I said play that last game. That last game was nuts. I enjoyed that last game. Man, thank you, Mr. Joker.
Yeah, Murray went off. Randall went off. Like the game, it had some numbers in that game.
Chris Austin, you run it back with McBride. Yes, you do.
And another guy that I like a lot is again Josh. I think Downs in this game against. I think Downs is the man of interest going to a pass funnel type of team they play.
Don't you back away from them 2-13?
No. I'm playing. I'm playing Tuck.
Every lineup. They better be locked in every lineup.
I'm playing Tuck. I'm not playing Tuck in every lineup, but I'm playing him in 15.
Okay, 15.
Yeah, I'm playing Tucker. Against that guy's defense?
You know what? Also, don't forget Hunter Henry. You want to put Hunter Henry in as your flex? I'm good with that. I'm good with it. He's going to score. Scoring. Henry scoring.
Well, Doc, before we go, is this a 3 wide receiver week or 3 running back week for you?
2 running backs. I think I'm going to go double tight end. Right now, my brain is telling me McBride, Henry, because Henry at 4,500 going to score.
Walls.
I think it's a 3 running back week for me because you got so many good choices. I got to go with the running backs.
Doc, I think right now, probably leaning 3 running backs too because of the value that we get in that running.
Who are your 3?
I'm thinking if Ramondre is in there, I think he could be 1. And if I was taking chances on 2 others, and this is taking chance, it might be say Walker or maybe Pollard. I wouldn't be mad if you wanted to go Genty and maybe I don't know who the 3rd string Steelers guy is.
Saquon?
Not Saquon. I would probably go ETN over Saquon.
I'm
not mad at paying down.
I mean, you are disrespecting Saquon.
It's not him. I don't like the way the Eagles run the ball. I don't like the way the Eagles offense looks still. And yes, he had a couple of decent games, but it was against better matchups. I don't like it. Buffalo hasn't given up as much as you think over the last 5.
Now, listen, I'm just telling you. I think Barkley's a man of interest. Gente's a man of interest, but Stevenson will probably be the back. If what's name is out, that I'll just have in every lineup.
Other than Henderson, nobody did anything against him.
And I do like Tyrone Tracy a little bit. I do. I like Tracy.
Yeah, I'm not mad at that in that game.
All right. So here's what's going to happen tomorrow morning, 7 to 10 a.m. Eastern. I'm on Sirius XM Fantasy Sports Radio tomorrow night. Any given entry with Johnny Danger, Justin, and Trevor. Sunday morning, we're back in Discord at 10:30 a.m. till about noon to try to help you guys win your fantasy championships. And then, by the way, next week we're back for Week 18, the total bloodbath of Week 18. Do you guys spend a lot of money in Week 18 or very little?
No. That's the time because guess what? That next week the playoffs are coming, and that's the time to save some of your funds because the Week 18, it could be Swami in the winning lineup, and you know they ain't winning nothing.
They just playing backups and backups to the backup, and
they played my 91-year-old mother, Doretha. They said, Doretha, we need you in the slot position, so I am not playing. That's like right there.
But we do try to play the guys who got something to play for.
Yeah.
But other than that, Doc, and then it's probably single entries and maybe 1 or 2 tournament lineups.
But let me tell you that. Let me tell you this. This game Sunday night is going to be must-see TV. I love this game that we got.
Great game.
Yeah. And I think the Rams game against Atlanta is a little interesting too on Monday night.
Good ones.
Yeah, I like that.
All right. We're out of here. For Willie and Swami, this is Dr. Roto saying be well and
take care.
Thanks for stopping by the office. Get your fantasy prescription by subscribing to the channel and checking out drroto.com. And until the next visit, be well and take care.